Do it.
Lance.
Do it.
Nobody does it better. Hey, Lance. Nobody does it better. They can get closer than close. Yeah, what you talking about? Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. All right, it's episode 120. Okay, it's bald, beard. You know what I'm saying? Glasses is out handling his business, man. If y'all know what it is, man, send your love to the Uso, man. I know he's going through it right now. T, Mia, we're back. We're doing an episode, but the boy, I know he's stuck over there in Sac. It's okay. All right, we can get him back on too. Okay, episode 120. You know what I mean? 3-week hiatus. It's been a long time. It's been a while. I got my hater blockers on. My head hurts. I've been outside way too long. You know what I'm saying? Now I can crawl slowly back into my cave because it's been nothing but family stuff. You know, beautiful, some heartbreaking, and it's been a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot. Yeah. If you guys are here with us, man, this is your first time checking us out, man. You know, you can find us on every platform. You know what I'm saying? Every podcast platform. Spotify, Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Check us out on the Polytickin Network. We got this show. We got the Pacifica Movie Starter Kit. And we also got the Polynesian Podcast with Uso, Lance, and Forrest. You know what I'm saying? Talk about sports. If you want to support us, man, consider our Patreon, man. Patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. $5 a month gets you 4 episodes a month. An extra episode, you know what I'm saying, exclusive to the Patreon, man. And it goes into just supporting the overall wellness of this network that we got going. You know what I mean? But other than that, dude, what the hell's going on? I've been out of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone for 3 weeks. I don't know what's going on outside of my family bubble. So
What you been doing?
Me?
Where you been?
Lance, shut up. I've been I had 2 big weddings and then the Uso funeral. Rest in peace to the Uso baby tone, man. We just sent him off yesterday. But before this week, I was in the line for 2 big family weddings, and both very different in terms of size and scale, but both beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And amazing to be a part of. And golly, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. You know what I mean? The first wedding was my younger brother's wedding. I was in the line for his. He had.
That's your little brother?
Yeah, yeah. And him and his wife had their they had the church, or they had the ceremony at the church, at LA's church, and then from there we went to downtown Long Beach at the Marriott. Nice venue, very nice venue. And the great thing about all that was that every vendor at their wedding was Polynesian. You know, down to the
Nice.
the videographer, even the vinyl dance floor, that was Polynesian company. Um, uh, shoot, a lot of like a lot of the I think some food vendors were also Polynesian.
Very nice.
Well, whatever vendor that they had, every single one was Polynesian. So that was awesome to see. But it was also my first time in a party bus. So
damn,
that was exciting. Yeah, it was nice. And it wasn't like too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like we was chilling, you know, because it was a long week for the wedding party. Not really me. I didn't do much. But for the wedding party, you know, everybody was a little tired. You know, the day of the wedding, everybody was just, you know, just relaxing, just chilling. And the funniest part about the party bus was that we stopped off at the liquor store. We stopped off at the liquor store, picked up some freaking you know, some drinks and shit, and you got the bride coming out with her fucking wedding dress, dragging her shit. Like, hey, what y'all want? You know what I'm saying? What was great also about that, like the whole itinerary for that wedding was just special. It was something special, man. We what did we do? We were at the hotel first, where the venue was at, and we had the videographer. Shout out to Evo. Shout out to Evo Shots. We had he was videoing us, doing all this stuff, and then from the hotel, we went to the ceremony, obviously, right? And then from the ceremony, we got on the party bus, and we went from the church to the liquor store. But after the liquor store, we went to the cemetery, and I was talking about this with some people. Like, I don't think I've ever seen really any wedding party go to a cemetery, during this whole thing. Like, we went to the cemetery to celebrate the loved ones, you know what I'm saying? The loved ones who aren't here anymore. And, now that I think about it, I feel like that's a very unique part of just a wedding in general. So to be a part of that was like something crazy, and then from the cemetery, we went to the reception, and we did our thing. Also, I had my freaking walk-in. I know I was talking about my entrance music, right, on this damn show. I had it ruined at the reception.
What?
All right, I had a good one, Oos. I picked a good one. Okay, it was Cooped Up and Return of the Mac, the remix, right, with Post Malone. That shit is hard, and I thought it'd be a great entrance song. Bruh, I get there, me and sis Danny was chilling. We were the first to go. Okay, we were first to go, and then all of a sudden we hear, doom, doom, doom,
What?
Yeah, the DJ fucked up, Manny. God damn. Yeah.
Playing the John Cena theme instead of Return of the Mac?
He ended up playing that. I think it was something about the playlist being backwards or something. But that shit was hilarious.
Oh!
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. So me and Danny looked at each other. Okay. And we was going through the crowd, going hard as shit, but everybody else was following up, and they was killing it, bruh,
Everybody else got the right songs?
Yeah, I think everybody else got the right songs.
What the hell? Manny!
Yeah. But other than that, bro, it was that was just a great wedding, man. As far as like, spectacle, you know what I'm saying? As far as grandiosity, you know what I'm saying? It was nice. After that, the week after, I had my older brother's not wedding per se. It was a vow renewal because him and his wife had been married for 5 years, and they're supposed to get married during COVID, but
Oh, got you. Yeah.
So they had their vow renewal, and their vow renewal was a lot smaller. It was smaller but more intimate. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot less fa samoa stuff, which made the evening go by a lot quicker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love being a part of that too. By that point, we were almost kind of weddinged out because of the one before.
The week before, yeah.
Yeah, the week before, literally. But it still came together beautifully. And the Uso asked me to do a speech, and I wrote one. I'm not good at public speaking, man. Like,
no,
I'm not good. No, I'm not a good public speaker. Like, I don't have those public speaking skills. You know what I'm saying? I get nervous. I get very nervous. I get stage fright, But, hopefully I did a good job, People told me I did, but I hope I did. That one was great too. You know what I'm saying? The Usos came out, was, showing a lot of love to those, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I don't know.
When you said there was less fa samoa stuff, what is the fa samoa wedding like activities or pieces that happened in the first week? Like Sivas or
it
wasn't like an Ava ceremony or like what is
nah, definitely a lot of definitely a lot of Samoan Sivas. Shit. It was you know what, when I say fa Samoa, I guess I'm thinking because the ceremony was at a Samoan church. So maybe I'm getting the culture and religion mixed up, because there wasn't, when we think of fa Samoa stuff, we think of the pisupos getting passed out, we think of money getting passed around, but it was really none of that. It was mainly just money and stuff. But the biggest Samoan thing that happened at the first wedding was it happening at a Samoan church, Samoan Christian church. So, even with that, there's just longer sermons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A little more, a little more, I guess, not pomp and circumstance, more formal stuff. Whereas the second wedding, it was less like that. It was less pressure to perform. You know what I'm saying? It was really relaxing. I feel like anything Samoan related, there's just a lot more pressure to perform well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Do it right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, do it right. Don't make a mistake. Don't do this. Don't do that. But the second wedding was just a lot more simpler, a lot easier. And and what was great about the weddings too is that there was no drama at either.
Nice.
Like me and Seth have talked about having dramas at funerals and weddings and stuff, but no drama at either one that I knew. Yeah, the two weddings and then we had the funeral this week. What happened? I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah. Now that you've experienced these two different weddings,
Mhm.
I want to ask you personally for your opinion.
Uh-huh.
Which style wedding and ceremony and reception do you prefer when you get married?
I honestly prefer the second one. I like a smaller, more intimate crowd with very close family. I like that. I feel like there's a lot more choice in that for me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like big Samoan grand weddings, there's too many heads in it trying to make all these different decisions and shit. With a smaller one, it's like I feel like I'm a lot more locked in with me and my partner making all the decisions, you know what I'm saying? Or delegating the workout. The way we can delegate the workout to people, you know what I'm saying? We have a lot more control in a smaller, more intimate wedding. I feel like. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just me personally, man. That was just draining. I know the first one was draining to my us and my sister-in-law, man. It was just emotionally, financially draining. And I know they got a lot of love back, but it was just a lot of hard work. And it was like a year and a half of hard work. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, it wasn't just, right then and there. It was just a year and a half of just like, all right, we gotta get this, we gotta get that,
Planning, preparing.
Come on, bruh. And then, yeah, so we have the weddings and then obviously the funerals. So, again, rest in peace to so baby Tom, man. Big supporter of the show. Always talking shit. Always talking shit to us. And but always just a support of whatever we was doing. So we celebrated the Uso yesterday. We sent them off beautifully yesterday, and last night it went up for those, and I'm glad I went out, man. I was just fucking tired, dude. Now I got this fucking OJ, and I'm good right now. So,
Well, you usually have to get up early, right, for work. So you usually go to sleep early, right? What time you were knocking out last night?
Fuck, what time did I knock out last night? I think I knocked out like a little after 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And I woke up at 6:30, maybe 7. That's like me sleep. That's sleeping in. That's sleeping in. I'm usually up at 4. Anything after 4 is a luxury. So yeah, man. Other than that, man, that's what my 3 weeks have looked like. I know we've been gone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like we said that the last 2 weeks of March and the beginning of April was going to be busy for us. So, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm back. You know what I mean? Now I'm back. Lance and Forrest have been holding the network down while we've been away. And now I'm back. Now we just got to wait for Glasses to come back. He's back. You know what I'm saying? I know we got to wait for Glasses to come back, but he'll be back soon too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to the Uso Pops, man. So, other than that, bro, what's been going on, bro? What's up with you? Motherfucker, I like how you did that. Like, hey, Lance, how you doing? How you doing? What have you been up to? Motherfucker. No, I know what it is, bro. I know these play. Nigga, I know, man. Hey.
Oh
No,
man,
anyway, so what's going on, bro?
I've been missing the show. I've been missing hearing your guys' voices and conversations and freaking
Oh,
getting it in. So
oh,
definitely good to see you.
Lance. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Me and Forrest been doing the Polynesian podcast, but yeah, good to be back on. Also, I've been off of the weekly show because of work switching up.
Oh, yeah.
And just on the Patreons, but even then it's been pretty busy on the weekends, at least through last month. Um, it was my daughter's third birthday.
Yeah.
March
Yeah.
16th. So there was different stuff, different plannings that kept me out away from the show. Man, I feel like, I know you're not supposed to ask people this question, but when do you plan on having kids?
Jesus Christ. When I find the love of my life, I guess. I don't know, Lance. You put me on the spot.
I need some more cousins. I need some more.
Yeah. Shit,
yo,
come on down. I got nieces and nephews over here that she can play with, bruh.
This only child thing, I don't know if it's for her. She wants to be friends with anybody, everybody she sees. Definitely any kids we go and see at the park, library. Anytime we get to meet up with her friends.
Nice,
and cousins in the area, it's always a party. That's always a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see her growing and learning and becoming like a little person with ideas and wants and preferences and all that stuff. So it was cool, man. It was a cool little birthday day. We went and did like all her favorite things. Freaking woke up, Dutch Bros, library, park, cake. We got this little. What?
I love that the library is a huge part of y'all's thing now, your routine. Sorry, go on.
Bruh, yeah. No, I think that's going to be. Shit. We get new books, too many books. When we signed up for the library card, the librarian was like, so you can check out up to 100 titles at a time. And I was like, 100? Who needs 100 books at once?
Yeah.
We're at like 25. I was like, that's a lot more than I thought. But even like
you're
20 books.
There, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, actually, going all the time, getting new books, just like giving her new material to read. And that's super helpful. But bruh, I gotta stop being so damn clumsy. I'm 35 years old and still got like no hands, unless it's like during sports. But I can't freaking get my spatial awareness down. I'm carrying the birthday cake, right? We got it at. Oh my god! We got like a custom bluey themed colored cake. It's orange, it's light blue. It's got all these sparkles, sprinkles. Nice. Happy birthday, Nora on it. Yeah, we got it from one of the Walmarts. It was like in a box, and I thought I was helping out by carrying everything into the house when we got home with it. Bruh, tell me why. The front, like it's a box, right? You open it like a donut box, right? You open it up, there's stuff inside of it. Open it up, there's this cake, right? Close it, make sure it's safe. But also the front wall of the box folds down so you can slide the cake out. I was not aware. I was not aware.
Hold on. That is a lot.
Yeah.
What the? Yeah, you better tell me that ahead of time, bro.
I was not aware of this before the event, but the front wall of the box folds down so that you can slide the cake out. Bruh, as I'm in the kitchen, I've got the cake in one hand, birthday balloons in the other, and I'm thinking, if anything happens to this cake, let go of the balloons, right? And freaking double up. I somehow got a little tilted and then felt the cake slipping back. I felt the cake slipping in the box back. So I picked up the back so that the front was low. And then the cake starts sliding out the freaking front flap. Just out the side of a box. I have my hand underneath thinking the walls will keep the cake inside, but no.
I would think the same thing.
I felt the cake slipping back, overcorrected forward. Now it's coming out of the box. I have to slide my entire body towards the kitchen counter, but it doesn't make the counter. It slips down and into the cabinet, and I'm like pinching it against the cabinet. I see freaking sprinkles falling off of the thing onto the like, this is my life. I have the cake pinched up along the freaking kitchen cabinet, like the pots and pans under the silverware, whatever. And I just am like, no. Just like the first thing that starts coming out of my mouth is like, no. Yeah, so
wait, so were you able to save the cake? Did you save the cake?
We were. There was like the frosting frame was all jacked up. The sprinkles were not even. They were all cascaded down towards the crash corner of the cake. Hey. The words were still intact, right? Happy birthday, Nora, right? The colors are all still there. I freaking slide it back on top of the counter. I'm assessing the damage. The damage is really bad. There's freaking cake frosting all over my jeans. I'm like, Sammy's getting Nora.
What your dad had to do to save your cake? What you just don't know, girl. I'll sacrifice my jeans for this.
I should have just put it down. But Sammy came in and I was like, hey, I messed up. Okay, I want to start with that. I want to open the conversation. She was like, what happened? I was like, I dropped the cake, and she was like, of course you did. No, and she went and looked at it. She was able to redistribute the frosting evenly. It definitely wasn't like professional, cake maker style, but she was able to like get some stuff out and fix it up. But yeah, man, I was like, when is this gonna stop in my life? I'm dropping the balls.
Hey, girl, what you mean? What you mean though? What you mean when you said that though, girl?
Yeah, what
of course it would happen. What you mean, huh? What? It's called a mistake. All right, I made a mistake. Okay.
Oh, bro. She was trying to, like, when we were unloading the car, she was like, "You take the." Oh, I don't even know. I was like, "Here, I'll take the cake," and then she was wrestling with the balloons, wrangling all the balloons up from the car, and I was like, "I'll take the balloons too. I got this. I'm being helpful." Doing too much, man. Doing too much.
Oh, man, I feel for you, bro. I feel like I dropped that cake too. Like, man, you know that feeling you get when that feeling of panic, Sure. And it just fucking takes over you. Sometimes I feel it in my chest, in my heart, like, oh, like it's a jolt. It's like a jolt of adrenaline. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. At least the cake was saved, though. That's the most important. The cake was saved. You know what I'm saying? You can redistribute frosting all you want as long as it said "Happy Birthday, Nora." You know what I'm saying? And don't come at me, okay? It's called a mistake. All right, I made a mistake.
I make a lot of inadvertent mistakes.
Welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club.
I'm like, oh darn. Yeah. So it's got to be better. I was gonna get better at this like 20 years ago. Still, same clumsy kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
it just never leaves you, huh?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't want to keep this streak going. We gotta break it. Gotta break the streak.
So is there like a noticeable like difference with your daughter between 2 and 3? Maybe that's a dumb question, but like,
no, it's a huge jump.
Different. She's growing.
Yeah. But it's a huge jump. It's like seeing, like pictures of her from a year ago. I thought she was already like smart and talking a lot and stuff, but the jump that happens is enormous. It's like a freaking light year ahead of where she was last year. She's speaking a lot more clearly. Last year was a little bit more babble, and we had to kind of translate her words like you do. This year it's talking, it's direct, it's like able to communicate a lot more clear. which is something I prayed for at the beginning. Like when your kid is 1 and they don't know how to talk, they're just crying or trying to communicate with you. I was just like, if you had the words, I feel like I could take care of you a lot better. And you figure that out as you go along. But now it's like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, hell yeah. Hey, I pooped. Yes, thank you. Let's go and fix that. She definitely growing from age 2 to age 3 is it looks like 2 is like the last year they're a baby, and 3 is like the first year they're a kid. Because like just like physically stronger, longer, taller, more muscle. And the last year was like a pudgy little baby walking around, bumping into stuff, falling. Yeah. Now it's like we got her in soccer, like a little soccer class. Now she's gonna go to like ballet like class, like kid, like 3-year-old ballet, 3-year-old soccer and stuff like that. But it's the coordination, the physicality, it's definitely jumped up a lot now that we're starting age 3.
Would you put her in like self-defense, MMA?
Oh, bro, I'd be thinking about
Taekwondo.
Boxing. She's seeing these Karate Kid books at the library. Shoot. So she's out here doing her hiatus, so pretending like she can punch and kick and chop and stuff. Definitely something like that. Jiu-jitsu, Taekwondo classes are all around. And seeing those kids like showing up and doing that and learning the physicality, but also the discipline, the training and stuff like that. That sounds like a good idea. I'm trying to wonder how soon. Like we can do jiu-jitsu and wrestling. Like I body slammed that girl into the couch and pillows hundreds of times already. Like, and she pops back up and she's like, again. And I was like, you gotta sell a little bit. You just popped it back up. But yeah, jiu-jitsu I think is a good one. Definitely those defense classes, just to know how to defend yourself, take care of yourself. That sounds good.
Hell yeah. Shit, be a 3rd-degree black belt by 15.
Yeah.
Or younger than that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. No, she's going to have no bullies. You know what I'm saying?
Nice,
She's going to...
She's already going to be like 6 foot tall in elementary or like by middle school. Did you go to any karate classes as a kid or martial arts?
No, I wish I did. I definitely want to take boxing now as an adult. But I never took any self-defense classes like that. You know what I'm saying? When you're a boy, you think you can take anybody on. You know what I'm saying? They have this like percentage that says, it said, I think it was like 40%. It said 40% of all men overestimate how well they'll do in a fight. And I'm definitely a part of that 40%. So I'd love to take on boxing right now. You know what I'm saying?
I saw something that said it was a post about seeing something that said, I saw something that said over 50% of men think they can successfully land an aircraft if they had to take over. And they were like, and that explains the audacity in a lot of these emails. Like, I get it now. You guys think you can do anything. And it's like, bro, how hard is it to land a plane? No.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can wrestle a bear, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I can definitely take a bear one-on-one, bro. Put some gloves on that bear, bro. I can take that shit down. I can definitely knock out a kangaroo, bro.
No, hell no. The friggin' 8-pack abdomen kangaroo over here.
What the hell are they feeding him out there in Australia, bro?
Dingoes!
God damn.
Dogs!
Dingoes! The dingo ate my baby. Yeah, they're fucking eating babies out there, bro. No, I don't know, man. I definitely want to take up boxing, though. But you know what? I think I said on the show already. Somebody knocked off the freaking heavy bag over there at the gym. Dickhead.
What? Wait.
Yeah, I guess he like broke it or something. Or she. You know what? I'm not sexist. Maybe it was a woman. But he or she fucking broke the heavy bag over there at the gym.
Like the chain that it hangs from
either that or like fuck the bag up or something. Maybe like I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
happened.
didn't see it. The bag just isn't there anymore.
Yeah, it just isn't there anymore. And so I asked the receptionist. I was like, "Hey, so what happened with that?" She was like, "Oh, somebody broke it." And I was like, "Dude, what a fucking dickhead, bro! Ruin it for the rest of us. We get it, GSP. Goddamn, let us fucking hit the bag every once in a while, dick. God damn, bro. I paid $33 for this freaking gym membership to come hit this bag.
That's what I'm
I want to run on the
saying.
damn treadmill, bro.
Wait, what gym do you use? Is it LA Fitness or
24.
24?
Yeah, I go to 24.
Is there where's the next 24 that you could like use your membership at for a heavy bag?
Oh, from here probably Torrance. Like you go to remember, I don't know if you remember the Del Amo Mall over there in Torrance. Yeah, so there's one over there. You can go to the one in Lakewood. Another one in Lakewood. But like, fuck, I can't beat how close this gym is. It's literally right down the street.
It's a few minutes to get to your home gym, and then what, 15, 20, 30 minutes for the one in Torrance or something?
Yeah, yep. Just about. You know what? 15 minutes either way, because the Lakewood one is the complete opposite way of the Torrance one. And it's like 15 minutes to each from here. So I don't know, man. I guess I'll just suck it up and go run on a treadmill, dude.
How much is a heavy bag? Why don't you put one up in your garage?
I think it's like a good one's like maybe $400 or something.
Stand is $120. Everlast Core heavy bag, 40 pounds, $65. 100 pounds, $99.
Oh, wow. Oh, so we got to do the stand and the bag. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, unless we just use the chain. I don't want to hang it up in the whatever. We're getting off on a tangent. Fuck all that. Just fuck that
like
guy.
$200 for your own.
Yeah, I guess, but whatever. I'm paying $33 a month already for the gym, so whatever. It's cool.
7 months.
Yeah, right. We'll just wait for that fucking. I'll wait for them to put in a new one. Bastards. It's cool. I haven't been there in a month, with all this family stuff, so maybe it's there by the time I finally go back.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it'll be there.
Fix that up.
But yeah. Shit, fix it up. Other than that, man, what the hell else is going on? I see you put something here in the note about some funny ass shit about being. I'd love for this to be a thing in real life, bro. What the fuck? So you put something in here about LBJ, the board of directors. All right, getting paid $1,000 for every meeting. Right? I want to read the entire thing. All right. So the chairman of the board of directors of the LBJ Hospital, Dr. Aifili Tufa, testified yesterday in the Senate that board directors receive a compensation of $1,000 per meeting. Senator Tongiola informed him that they are breaking the law and that the LBJ Hospital Board bylaws do not supersede the American Samoa Code annotated law. Senator Tongiola also stated that every board director will have to pay back all the monies received for this illegal activity and compensation scheme. Dr. Aifili Tufa said that their legal counsel advised them that it was allowed before he was appointed to the board. Yikes! Just throw your legal counsel under the bus. This has been an ongoing practice by the LBJ Board of Directors. I remember that in early 2024, Dr. Malowamawa Tuiolo Senga was questioned by the House Representative Melisio Gur about their illegal compensation to themselves outside the scope and intent of the law for the board. At the time, Dr. was the chairman of the LBJ board and said their legal counsel and the LL administration governor's office legal counsel said it was okay. Yikes. Rep. Melisio Gur questioned this because the board met about 50 times in 2023 and were compensated $1,000 per meeting. What the fuck? You do the math. I don't understand how individuals with established medical degrees fail to recognize the unethical nature of this situation and the blatant violation of legal standards and seek ways to circumvent the law to justify these payouts. Just because a lawyer said it's okay doesn't mean you're immune to being charged and prosecuted for theft. And I mean, what the fuck else is there to talk about? Yeah. So what? So when you found this, bro, like, what did you read the comments? Like, what was going on? What was the whole fight? What's everybody talking about, bro? Because that's hilarious.
Yeah, so this was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And seeing it pop up on Talane, trying to get, or actually, this was on Facebook, but I was trying to find like information through Talane. And just, but seeing the $1,000 meeting per meeting bonus or payment, or what did they say? Stipend, whatever they call it.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is.
At first, I was like, oh, that's some like, executive upper board type stuff, right? People are gonna like find their fees, figure out ways to do it. And I was like, $1,000, that's crazy, you know. But if you're only doing it once a quarter, if you're only having a board meeting and you're getting this $1,000 kickback, it's probably going to fly under the radar. When he said they met 50 times in 2023, I was like, wait a minute.
Holy fuck, dude. It's just like, it reminds me, you ever seen Office Space? Oh, well, so in Office Space, they create a program that takes pennies off the dollar from their company, but they had a glitch in the code where it ended up taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from the company. So this is what that reminds me of. These motherfuckers, like, instead of meeting at once every quarter to do 1,000, yeah, that can fly under the radar. But these motherfuckers was meeting 50 times. They met 50 times, bruh.
Once a
Dummies.
week.
Yeah, right. It has to be once a week, right? 50 times once a week, a year, 52 weeks in a year. Come on, bruh.
Is it supposed to be incentive to get them to show up? Is it supposed to be like, oh, this is a bonus payment?
You're asking the wrong dude.
Well, I'm saying, what is the purpose of this, like, this meeting bonus? Is it to get people to show up to the meetings, or is it to be like, oh, this is compensating you for your expertise? But it's like another one of those kickbacks that just top board people make for themselves. It's the same way Congress in the United States votes for like their pay. Like, they're like, hey, congressmen, fellow congress people, let's up our salary. Do we want to vote on that? Everyone votes yes. Oh, cool. Yeah. So it's like the board of directors making their own laws or bonus kickbacks. Another big thing in this is like Senator Toniola, the former governor, seeing him out there just like calling people out and stuff. There was, I don't know if you saw this clip, even more recently than this LBJ article.
Wait, is this like the pot calling the kettle black or something? Is that what you're telling me? Because I don't know.
No. First of all, I didn't even know that he was a senator. Like, I thought he retired and was out. But
from politics,
all
of that.
But yeah. Former Governor Toniola Tulafono was the governor when I was there growing up in American Samoa. But then, after he left, I thought he was done. So to see him as like a senator still making moves and rules and stuff is kind of like seeing a familiar face. But there was recently a video, and I forget the lady's name, but she was testifying in America, like at the Senate hearings in American Samoa. But he asked her a question, and she like declined to answer, and said, I'm going to decline to answer because some of my other senators have advised me not to.
Oh.
And then he was he got mad. He was like, so you're not going to answer because you're lying, this, that. Why don't you tell me who the senator was that told you that? And he was like, oh, we're about to throw somebody under the bus. But this guy's like,
man,
twisted screws and stuff. And she was like, it's just one of my friends here. He's like, you're not giving a name. And he's like accusing her of lying, like about the entire thing, and just saying like, because no one should be giving you that type of advice. So who was it? And she was like, some of my friends here in the Senate. And he was like, your friends? And she was like, I consider I consider them my friends. I consider you my friend. And he said,
Oh.
I am not your friend.
Oh.
I am not your friend. And I think you're lying, this and that. And it was like, she was trying to kind of like, not throw anybody under the bus, but like she was on the hot seat for it. But yeah, dude was like grilling people, and I'm like, oh snap. He's like, this was an illegal thing that you did, and you're saying that someone advised you, but that's kind of the same thing with this LBJ is like, yeah, you're taking $1,000 a meeting per board member, because I mean, shit. If it's good work, if you can get it right, if you can go somewhere and they're like, hey, every time you come sit in this chair, we'll give you $1,000.
Hey, that's a great incentive for me, buddy.
I'll see you guys twice next week. Like, come on, let's make sure we're doing it right for the people.
Yeah.
But that's like the same thing is like you said you're being advised but that does not, like, you don't have immunity from just because someone else told you that it was good to break the law. So whether it's the American Samoa like annotated code, like you're talking about superseding, they're saying, or our rules at LBJ say that we can do this, but you're in American Samoa, so you have to follow those laws and having these payments and stuff. So, but yeah, man, that was weird. $1,000 a week.
How many board directors are there?
That's what
I would love to know that.
I'll try looking it up, but I'm not sure.
I'm thinking like 5 to 10, right? Maybe 10. $1,000 for 10. $10,000 a week. God damn, 50 times, bro. 50,000. Oh wait.
$10,000. $10,000, 50 weeks. 500,000.
500,000. Jesus. What? Yeah. Tripping, bro. What the fuck? And where are they getting these kickbacks from?
Oh, not the LBJ funding. No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? Where are they getting these kickbacks from to be able to, like, hey, dude, if you come to this meeting, dog, I'll break you off a rack right now, bud.
Oh, that's
I'll
crazy.
break you off a rack, son. Bro, that's crazy, dude. Yo, what the fuck, LBJ? Come on, bro. Holy shit, dude.
But I mean,
Dr. Aifili Tufa. Yikes.
Yeah, they just need to.
Oh.
I mean, it's easy for us to say, but that it feels like that extra money. I mean, and I'm also sure that they get paid. Their salaries are pretty good compared to what everybody else is making in American Samoa.
Come on,
so
bro.
To need extra stuff, it looks like. But I mean, if anybody knows any LBJ board members and they want to come and explain it,
yeah, please
come on the show.
I blame. Yeah, I blame. Who do I blame for this? Who can I blame for this?
People getting money.
Elon.
Or the 1,000.
I just want another reason to blame Elon. Don. Elon, the Don. Whoever's fault it is.
Yeah, get him on the show. Come on, Elon.
Get him on the show. That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah, it just seems like one of those long time things that people were probably getting away with, and they kind of passed it on to the next generation of board members. They're like, oh yeah, we can do this. We can get paid for this. Why don't we make it 1,000? If we make it over 1,000, and we got to file paperwork. But yeah, I don't know.
Are you, if you're on that board, are you taking $1,000 per meeting? Don't you fucking lie. Don't you sit there and fucking think about it like you wouldn't. Okay? And if they're expecting me to pay back the monies, I'm flying to Argentina. What you talking about? I'm out of here.
Yeah, that would have put us some flags, but I can't say that. Like $1,000 a week extra
in American Samoa.
In Samoa, damn.
Come on, bro. I'm living like a king with $500, bro. $1,000 to come and sit in this meeting, yeah.
Yeah,
that's join us right here on the dark side, son. Go get some shades on, bro. Put some shades on right now. Come on, bro.
I wonder if any of them were like, is this legal? And then they're like, yeah. A lawyer from 20 years ago said it or something like that. Or our legal counsel said it's cool. but they're like twisting the law somehow, or they're using certain words that are up for discretion, or
Yeah, they see everybody else taking in, they're like, oh, it must be okay. Or they're not going to question it. Samoans don't want to question nothing. They just want to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Stick with the status quo and all that.
But then you're paying back $50,000+.
I mean,
once
brother,
once it gets out, once word gets out, and you're like, I can't blame the legal counsel. He's not going to pay the money.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, it's just nasty all around. Just nasty all around, man. But yeah, anyway. What's the funniest advice you've ever been given? Go to the meeting. That's what it is. Go to the meeting and get your $1,000. That's the funniest advice I've ever been given.
Know the law.
I was watching, I was on Instagram, and I ran across this bulky white dude. He like lifts and shit. And he's one of those like motivational guys, but he's fucking hilarious. Talks a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he gave out the best advice, at least the best advice that I needed at that time, and something that I gotta, pick back up on. You know what I'm saying? And he said, never miss a workout, never miss a meal, and never miss a bitch. And I thought that was the funniest shit. So I wanted to ask you, what's the funniest advice you've ever been given before we get out of here?
Oh, no, I don't.
Or the best, whatever you want. Never miss a workout, never miss a meal, and never miss a bitch. So we get that guy so we get him an award, bro. Give him a humanitarian award, bro. He just saved millions of people, bro, with that advice.
What's his name?
Luke he's something. I forgot already. Yeah, he's on Instagram somewhere. I'll send him to you after the show if I can find it. But he's fucking hilarious. So if you got good advice for people out there, or the funniest advice you've ever been given that you can think of off the top of your head right now, you know what I'm saying? Because we always
I feel like it's a bunch of just regular stuff. Do your research, choose your friends wisely, like.
But the funniest one.
Yeah, no, I'm having trouble thinking that off the top. Don't use your credit card. Oh,
yeah. Oh, that's just real shit. That's just real shit. Use the credit card. I'm trying to build credit though. I need to use the credit card. But when you use your credit card, I got to use it for small. Because I'm not a.
It was done. It was like backwards from what you think. Like if you need to use a credit card, it's because you don't like have the money. But it was like the saying was, if you have the money for it, use your credit card. If you don't have the money for that purchase, do not use your credit card.
Oh.
Because if you're borrowing it, it's going to be bad on your score. You're eventually going to go into debt. But if you're just using it, like you said, to build up your credit, knowing that you already have the funds to pay it off, then that's a lot better.
Okay.
So lame. Hey.
Yeah.
Get your finances right.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's just a real ass shit. All right. Here's another piece of advice that, that I always think is funny. I got it from the indomitable Larry June. He said, don't check me, check your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I don't know what is up with the bitch stuff. I'm sorry. I gotta tone it down. I'm sorry. It's just the funniest shit. I'm so sorry. It's hilarious. Don't check me, check your air pressure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't check me, check the temperature. You know what I mean? Shit. Fuck, scared money don't make money. I thought that was always
scared money don't make money.
You know what I'm saying? That's a great piece of advice. You know what I'm saying? Always hilarious to say out loud. Fuck. What else? What else you got, Lance? Come on, bro.
I'm looking back to
all your rap shit, bro. All your rap knowledge, bro. I'm saying. Oh, that's so funny. If anybody has like a funny piece of advice that has stuck with you for your life, please share with us. You know what I'm saying? Share some game with us. We're trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Because I need all the advice that I can get. Okay, life is hard, dude. I need it. Okay, it's freaking hard out here for a pimp. All right. But shit, man. What else you got, bro?
Are you gonna watch WrestleMania?
When's WrestleMania? Oh, it's
WrestleMania
fucking
is
this
in
month,
like
isn't
2 weeks. Yeah.
I need to watch that. Is it gonna be on Netflix?
It's going to be on Peacock.
On Peacock?
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy Peacock for the month.
I think it's Peacock for like another year before everything goes to Netflix. But Raw is on Netflix. SmackDown is on USA. Live events are on Peacock. But then they're gonna consolidate it all. I think late this year or next year. Internationally, everything is on Netflix. So if you're outside the USA where they have already have these contracts and deals for the next year, then you can watch it on Netflix.
What's the road to WrestleMania looking like right now? Before we go,
I think Jey Uso is like getting pushed away. Like Jey Uso and Gunther aren't going to be the main event, even though it's a World Heavyweight Championship. There's 2 nights for WrestleMania now. There's a Saturday night and a Sunday night, night 1, night 2. Mm-hmm. But the other championship match, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, that's definitely going to be a main event. It's getting a lot of like interaction and pop. And then the triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk went from like a really good co-main event to them saying in the last couple shows that match is going to main event WrestleMania. Close out the show. So you got Cody versus Cena main event night 1 and maybe main event night 2, but either way, the other show with CM Punk, and they're making it a big deal because CM Punk has never main evented WrestleMania. So Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are like talking shit to him. They're like, you don't know what it's like to be in the biggest match of the show of shows, this and that. But CM Punk at the contract signing was confirmed. Paul Heyman told him, you are going to close the show. Your dream is coming true. You're going to be a WrestleMania main eventer. Roman Reigns is like, you're getting this because of me, because of that favor that I owed you for joining me and the old bloodline versus Solo Sikoa and everybody at Bad Blood. Now, CM Punk is flipping it. He was like, me being in the main event is not the favor I'm asking for, right? That's just off of the work, right? And then the next week, which was recently on SmackDown, CM Punk comes out to the two of them in the ring and is like, my favor is that my best friend, Paul Heyman, your wise man, is going to be in my corner at WrestleMania, not yours. Roman Reigns starts trying to beat the shit out of Paul Heyman, bro. He backs him into a corner. He's about to fight him. CM Punk attacks Roman Reigns, gives him to go to sleep, knocks him out in the ring.
Ooh, I like that.
But this, like, I'm like, okay. And those are like well-made, even one-name superstars, right? Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. These guys are big time for a long time, so I can see how they could get, more eyes, and then WWE wants to move them up to the main event. But that means that Jey Uso, who won the Royal Rumble and challenged Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, is probably not going to be a main event, which is disappointing, right?
It's disappointing, yeah.
But that's what Triple H was saying when people were talking about like the women's championship match. He was like, well, is this going to be put more up there? Is it going to get buried on the schedule? And Triple H was like, whichever one of these stories the people are more into, that's the one that's going to get turned into main events. That's how we're going to do it. If the storyline is popular, then you're going to be the one to main event certain live events. So I don't know if this was decided before or after, but Jimmy Uso comes back right during the European tour, and he goes and teams up with Jay to face A-Town Down Under. Jey Uso was like having a fight with these two guys, and he needed a mystery partner. Jimmy comes out, so now they're back together. And Gunther comes out at the end of that match and starts like jumping Jay and Jimmy, but Jay gives him the super kick. He's about to give him the spear. He slips in the corner, right? As he's taking off, he like runs, but he falls down. He's not able to land the spear. Gunther gets on top of him, starts beating him up. And they turn it into a promo later that show where Jay's sitting at like the bottom of the stairs and Jimmy comes down. He's like, yo, man, what's going on? You all up in your head. You messed up. He's like, I can't win, bro. I can't do this. And Jimmy's like, you're right. You're not going to win at WrestleMania. Not like this, not being who this is. I don't know who this is. I need that guy back. I need right-hand man Jey Uso back. I need main event Jey Uso. Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso. You in your head, bro. You got to be better about this.
Well, so what? Jey Uso's lost some of his luster right now, or what?
Yeah, well, Jay, like, I feel like it's getting kind of boring or regular for people. They got Jay fighting other people than Gunther. They got Gunther fighting like squash matches versus random people just to like make him look more like a heel, more like a jerk. But Jay's like, I'm not confident. I lost to Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event a while ago, but I'm going to try to beat him now that I won the Royal Rumble for the title at WrestleMania. Jimmy is like, I'm going to help your confidence out. You're worried about this guy, but I'm going to go fight him and show you he's just a man. All right. He's not the ring general. He's going to be Private Gunther. And he sees him walking by. Right. And so he goes and challenges Gunther to a match next week. He's like, I'm going to fight you and show you what it is next week. And Gunther's like, that's fine. I accept your challenge. Just make sure you don't slip like your brother and fall out there.
Ooh, gotcha.
I don't know if you saw this clip of him smacking him 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I seen that. Yeah.
Bruh. All right.
That
so that
looked like a fucking stiff ass slap to the face.
Like very stiff. So the next week, and me and Forrest were talking about this on Polynesian. We're catching up on Road to WrestleMania, and I was like, bruh, Jimmy is about to get hospitalized. Like, that's how they're trying to do the story, right? Jimmy's like, hey, I'm gonna go out there and show you, bro. And then Jimmy gets beat up so that he goes to the hospital. And now Jay versus Gunther is a lot more personal, right? Now it's like families involved in something. Bro, that's what happened, bro. Jimmy got some run in that. Like, he hit like a low kick, big punch, super kick, Uso splash combo. Still not enough to put Gunther away. Eventually, Gunther takes the upper hand in the match and starts just beating him. Tries to pin him, picks him up at 3, right? Picks him up at 2, like to stop the count. Beat him up some more, pretend to pin him, pick him up again. The crowd is booing. Michael Cole is like, this is disgusting. He could have won the match. Just giving him a real heat, trying to build it up like that. And then after he chokes him out to end the match, right? Jimmy is asleep. And then he's about to leave, gets back in the ring, starts beating up Jimmy some more. Like, laying into him, gives him another choke, rear naked choke. Jay comes screaming down the runway, right? Like, none of this, like, he's like full sprint, get out there, right?
Not my brother, dude. Not my freaking brother.
Fights off Gunther, and I'm like, okay, see, there it was. Gunther is the bad guy. He's the heel. He's beating up on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso is Jay's brother. That's where it's going to go. Gunther gets chased out into the crowd. And I'm like, okay, that was okay. Bro, they come back from commercial. Jay is like got Jimmy's arm around his neck. And he's like trying to walk him out slowly away from the ring and start to get up the upright. This fool, Gunther, comes back out running, double clothesline, both of them. Takes God. Is gonna freaking power slam Jimmy on the steps, on the steel steps. Instead does it to some of the security that comes out, but he takes the zip ties out of the security guard's pants and he ties Jey Uso up to the rope. And he zip ties Jey Uso to the bottom rope. Fuck? He zip ties Jey Uso to the bottom rope.
Did that?
Yeah. And then picks up Jimmy and starts beating up Jimmy some more. And this is like,
oh my God,
this is crazy because he gets him into the ring and Jimmy's doing this thing where it's like, I'm not going to give up. I've been beaten down, but like slowly, getting up and like, I'm not going to kneel to this guy. Yeah. And Gunther's all right, keep bringing it. Gunther gets the title at one point. I think it's like the second or third time that Jimmy stands up after getting beat, but he gets the title and he smacks him across the head. And Jimmy takes this cut, bro, way too much of a cut. It is puddling up. It is puddling up as he lays down there on the shit. It was way too much. And Jay is like, he gets inside of the ring, but now he's still, zip tied to that bottom rope. And Gunther drags Jimmy's bloody face and lifeless body over to that corner and starts beating him up and choking him up just out of Jay's reach. And it is bad. Gunther himself is like covered in Jimmy's blood. It was pretty bad. People were screaming, but yeah, that was definitely a step up from what I thought that
holy shit,
that shit was gonna be.
holy shit, holy
but now it's
shit.
like this guy he did hospitalize Jimmy. Kayfabe, they say Jimmy's gonna be out for a while, but that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Jimmy takes it, and like Jay is now pissed off for his family, for his brother. It's become personal now, not just like some stuff like that, but it's still not going to be the main event. So I don't know if that.
Damn, after all that, is still, man, what the fuck, dude? Who's gonna have a better like paid off storyline? You think?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. There are some other good storylines. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for that John Cena's most titles, and John Cena's talking about he's going to take that title. He's going to win the title at WrestleMania and then leave. Because F the WWE universe. You guys don't care about this. I'm taking this title. None of you guys deserve it. I'm going to retire with this title. No one's ever going to be the WWE Universal Champion again. So there's a lot of lot of stuff going on.
You just devalued the Royal Rumble then. What the fuck? Like,
the
Royal Rumble's not even cool like that anymore if that's how you're going to be treated and shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what
it used to be you win the Royal Rumble, you're in the main event of the one night.
Come on.
Fighting for that one championship and stuff like that. Now with the brand split, it's like there's more nights, there's more cards and stuff that you have to kind of fill. But yeah, that's what's happening for the Bloodline in WWE on their road to WrestleMania. We'll freaking keep an eye on it.
Start watching this shit. Hell yeah. All right, well, I need to start watching this shit. I definitely need to get WrestleMania this month. Peacock. Fuck. I need it. I need it. Hell yeah. Well, you got anything else for him? What's up? What's the deal? I think we hit a good time.
Yeah. Flag Day is also in a few weeks, American Samoa. So there's gonna be Faltasi races and stuff that we can kind of check out and report back on.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, if you made it this far, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you for rocking with us. Like I said, I know we took a 3-week break, man, to the Patreon. We appreciate y'all for still being here, man, for, knowing that we were kind of busy, you know what I'm saying? We was out of commission for a bit, and, again, thank you, thank you for still listening to us and still watching us, you know what I'm saying? Even after this hiatus, you know what I'm saying? The Uso will be back. He'll be back soon, man. Y'all already know what he's dealing with right now. I just got back. Lance and Forrest been holding it down for us while we've been gone. So again, we appreciate the love, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support us, man, patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Leave a rating, leave a review if you're listening to this right now. You know what I'm saying? Tell us what we're doing. Tell us how we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us. Talk to us nice. We're very sensitive. Other than that, yeah, man, I ain't got nothing else for him, brother. What you got for him? You got something for him?
No, that's it. Thanks for tuning in.
Man. Yeah, man. All of that, bro. This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. Unite. It's episode 120. All right? Act like you freaking know something, okay, buddy? All right? No, just kidding. Go far. Bye.
Hey.